The UK has been the birthplace of many great adventurers, from Captain Cook, who explored much of the Pacific during the 18th century, to Richard Burton in his travels through Africa. And who couldn't forget about the life of Francis Drake? But 21st century expeditions need 21st century challenges. They don't come much better than the Sandsall Roundabout. This dual-lane, 80-metre diameter roundabout is just outside Sedgefield, connects the urban areas of Stockton-on-Tees, Middlesbrough, Billingham and Hartlepool to the A1M, which leads straight to the heart of London, and from there, the rest of the world. This is no ordinary roundabout. For this mission I needed a camping chair, water, a stove, sleeping stuff to do, tarpaulin, rope, food, whatever I put in this bag, I can't remember, toilet roll, other stuff, a battery bank, and one Greg. Now, a couple of things before I start. Firstly, I have an old Android phone, so I'm very sorry about the video quality. And second, I have an old Android phone, so I can't switch between my front and back camera, meaning most videos of myself don't include myself. So the time is 5:20. Sunrise is in like half an hour. The reason why I've started this so early is because it might be a little bit quieter to get onto the roundabout, but who knows. I would film myself going over, but unfortunately I don't have enough hands. So it's 5:45. It was a lot busier than I was expecting, but I've somehow managed to get onto the roundabout. Had to do 2 trips in the end because the bags are too heavy. Pretty sure at least 2 cars saw me, but oh well. They're not going to do anything. I'm going to wait until it's a bit more bright and then give you a lovely tour of my new holiday cottage for the next 2 days. Can't wait. Been on the roundabout now for about an hour. Had a lovely morning stroll around my new little home. Got this bit over here to the left. It's just a bit leafy really, so might turn it into a toilet or something. So I've got to dig that later. This is the middle area. It's a bit nicer over here, so what I might do is put the like a washing machine, washing line, battery up to here, and just like have this as the bedroom, the cooking area, kitchen, and then over here it's a little bit more open, so I might turn this into the living room, study. Who knows? Might even put in a gym. Yeah, I'm already regretting it. So I'm pretty hungry now, so I'm gonna cook up a bit of breakfast. I've not seen a huge amount of camping videos, but the few that I have seen, this is usually the point where they reach into their bags and get some really depressing boil in the bag rice or some military styled MRE kind of thing, but I've got way too much free time to be messing about with something like that, so I'm going to be cooking up a full English breakfast. Look at this, it's rolling now. And before you start complaining about where's the bacon, the pan's too small. Rounding off this morning's breakfast with an absolute god tier bacon and egg sandwich. Are you ready for this? That is beautiful. So I finished breakfast and I've now set up my wonderful sleeping arrangements for the next 2 days. So it's literally just a washing line attached to that tree and this tree with some tarpaulin just threaded through it. That's basically it. Whoa. There's nothing on the ground at all, so that's terrible. There's nothing on the ground, so I'm going to get eaten alive, but oh well, it's better than nothing. Something else I've found out is I'm not actually the first person to sleep on this roundabout somehow, because over here there's like a load of string, and then it's like attached to here, and it looks like it must have gone over, similar to mine, it's gone over here. It's a baler band or something. I've attached it to this tree here, and then it's like they've got a zip tie here with some fabric on. It's like you can actually see the, I don't know what material it is, but they're obviously using that to sleep with, and then they've just left it here. If you've ever come across the phrase dig the well before you get thirsty, it kind of applies to dig the pit before the shit as well. So I've had a look around and I'm pretty sure this here is going to be the best place for the toilet, or hole really. It's right next to the road there. There's like a junction there or something. Yeah, you can't see anything there. But this is like where the densest vegetation really is, so as good as I'm going to get. Also looks like a throne as well. Yep. So, the toilet has been dug. Greatest life achievement ever. Time to put it on the CV and all that. Can't be more proud of myself. Ended up moving it from there because it turns out there's a junction just through there, and people would have been able to see me, but yeah, the road is still right there. Yeah, you can't see that anymore. Time to test drive it.
We hit back cities, make the sound worldwide for the people who cry to hear something new. We hit back cities, make the sound worldwide for the people who cry to hear something new.
So it's like 2:30 now. I've been on this roundabout endured this roundabout for 9 hours now. It's, I've treated myself to a little bit of afternoon tea. I don't have any tea because I forgot tea bags, but look at that bad boy. It's not great, but wind picked up quite a bit as well, so I've had to change my bed to a windbreak, but pretty bad, but it's all we can do. Right then, I've gobbled up those scones, they were very nice, and made a few new changes to boot camp. So the biggest challenge so far has been the wind. I've not got anything windproof and it's actually quite cold, so had to adjust my tent into a windshield. I adjusted it from before, so it's working really well now. So that's all good. I thought the thing that I thought would be the biggest challenge on this holiday would be boredom, because there's just so many things to do on a roundabout. So I brought a few things to do. One of them is this book here, so hopefully I'll actually be able to get through it quite a bit. Just so happens to be called Stolen Focus, and is all about like how we don't have attention spans anymore, we can't pay attention, which I really can't think of a better book to read than a book about attention and concentration on a roundabout. So who knows, I might actually be able to finish it on today or tomorrow. Peace. I'm also gonna give a bit of painting a go. I was gonna like sit by the side of the roundabout near like paint a field or something, but it's fucking freezing for that. So yeah, I think a jar of marmalade, canister, and some olive oil will have to do. Not done painting in ages, so have to see how this goes. Yeah. So it's just gone 6 now, which means I've been on here for 12 hours, well, over 12 hours now. Traffic's just been constant all day. It's actually quite loud as well. I've noticed it's only just started to get a bit more quieter, and hopefully it'll be none in a few hours' time. Wind's been really bad as well. I think that's going to turn itself down a little bit as well, but who knows. Had a bit of fun with art as well. Probably finish that off tomorrow. Wasn't really anything to actually draw because it was just too windy to actually draw anything outside the roundabout, so that's what I've got. Yeah. So, to conclude this first day, I'm going to reward myself with some delicious vegetables down here. Maybe some steak as well. That's still on. Steak has cooked. Probably should have got a bigger plate for it, but it's a nice little bit more cooked than medium rare. Don't know what the term is, but yeah, that is roundabout steak. Cheers. So it's 8:45, already getting pretty dark. I don't think you can see anything at all there, but I've converted the tent back into tent mode. So yeah, perhaps just get off to sleep pretty soon. Just been chilling really in the last like few hours or so. Because I didn't bring any tea bags, I'm going to try some nettle tea tomorrow, so now the traffic's died down quite a bit. I was able to actually pick some nettles, but yeah, other than that, hopefully I don't get stabbed in the night. Day 2 of the holiday. Looks like the Toblerone did its job pretty well. Not that cold, and the traffic died down. There's still quite a few cars, but it was a pretty good sleep overall. So about 11 hours left now. Can't wait. Just cooking breakfast. Right, breakfast ready. I suppose it's a bit of a downgrade from yesterday, but it's more fancy than anything I've ever had before. So I tried to warm the milk up. Don't think it did anything because I didn't bring a lid, but well, looks nice anyway. Welcome back to Camping Adventures with Greg. It's just gone 9 AM and it's decided it wants to rain now. The weather forecast a few days ago said it wasn't, so of course I technically forgot to bring any waterproofs, but just had to shove everything under here. I think the wind's going to change direction, so it should be a little better later, but yeah, just going to have to hold out until lunch. Yeah, porridge was very nice. Not exactly well, a bit bitter, but peace. So it's now 12 o'clock. I haven't done much in the last few hours or so, just reading my book, going for some long, insightful walks around the parks of this lovely holiday cottage. And played a game of solitaire as well, actually. But the wind has really picked up now. I've had to improvise, adapt and overcome, or at least I've tried, with this thing to try and protect against the wind. It actually rained as well earlier on. I think it's working. It's pretty bad, but whatever. Can have some depressing tuna sandwich, I think. A bit of a knockoff from everything else I've had, but I could make some poached eggs, but the water's really struggled to boil, so I can't be quite bothered. Yeah, other than that, my little camp's just looking like some abandoned Russian camp in Ukraine or whatever, but it's doing its job. So it's like 5:15 now, which means I'm approaching the 35th hour on this rock. It's kind of gone faster than I thought it would, really. Still a long way to go. I've been doing a bit more art, so finished off this. I mean, well, there's still a little bit more to do, but I'm quite happy with it, really. So it's the first time I've done some acrylic art in like 7 years or something. Pretty fun. There's also just happens to be a music festival really close to here. Probably can't hear the music, but it's like the Northeast's biggest festival. Yeah, it's not been too loud, but hopefully they'll fuck off later. As well with that, there's been quite a few people walking over there, so I've had to be a bit. There's certain areas on the roundabout where you can actually see straight in. So be quite careful, try not to get spotted. Because although I can't imagine a car would really care, not really cared about them so much, but some people might just wander on, especially if I keep drinks. But now, power through into this last quarter, and then I'll be running off. So it's just gone 6 now. Still really windy. Luckily it hasn't rained, but yeah, been getting a little chilly. It's not been too bad as long as I've been under my little tent creation thingy. But now I'm on to the final meal. Just around holiday, and for some reason I've decided to cook up some sushi, which is hard enough when you're in a kitchen with running water and actual utensils. So God knows how it's going to turn out here, but at least I can try. Right, so it started to rain now, getting pretty desperate, but on the plus side I do have some half decent looking sushi. Don't ask me how I made this, but cucumber, of course. I would have loved to have brought some smoked salmon, but it wouldn't have lasted this long. But bit dry, but at least I can say I'm the first person in the entire world to ever cook sushi on a roundabout. Very dry, actually. Jesus. Sit rep. It's just gone 8 and it's still raining. I was going to wait it out a bit to see. Well, I think the weather said it was going to quieten down a bit, but it hasn't done, so Guess who's converting this into a tent in the rain? This will be fun. It is Sunday morning. Didn't get a great sleep at all. The rain did stop in the end, but I think it was this festival must have ended and it got really busy, like horns and everything. I think somebody parked on a roundabout, trying to drop somebody off or collect somebody. But I made it through the night. Yeah, it's 25 to 6 now, so that means I've been on this roundabout for 2 entire days. What can I say? Greatest life achievement ever. Couldn't have done it without you glorious and beautiful subscribers. I'm just gonna go home now. Somehow didn't need to use the toilet in the end, thank God, but yeah. See you on my next amazing, unbelievable adventure.